Important topic. Data breach notification under DPDP rules 2025. Important to let people know that unfortunately there is a breach. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you regularly see new content on data privacy, and we are going to talk about data breach notifications under the DPDP rule 2025 today. What does this mean? This means that there is a breach. Why are we concerned? There could be a lot of impact. What the breach exactly is, and the title says what is personal data breach, because we are talking of privacy. Privacy, we are talking of personal information. Breach is the leak and misuse of personal information. So there are two aspects of it. Leak itself is a breach. Its impact gets multifolded when the leaked data is misused. Very basic avoidance to it, keep it encrypted. It gets leaked. There is no decryption key with the hacker. He can't decrypt, he can't misuse. It still is a breach, but with zero impact breach. Key aspects of a personal data breach: access is violated, disclosure has happened, alteration has happened, personal information has been misused. It affects the personal data and affects the rights of the data principals. Who are data principals? The people whose personal data we are referring to or talking about. Right? What or who first must be notified? Who should be notified about it? Well, of course, the person whose data has been breached. Right? The affected people need to know it as early as possible, and the Data Protection Board of India. They need to have a record of this so that they can guide you how to improve your framework so that the breach does not happen again. What must the notification contain? What information do you want? Rule 7/2 mentions the nature of breach, the personal data that has been affected by the breach, the consequence of this breach, and what mitigation measures have been taken to avoid recurrence of this breach. So the nature of the breach, what personal data has been affected, what are the consequences of the breach, and what are the mitigation measures that can be taken to avoid recurrence of such a breach. It contains contact details of the support system. Support system contact details are important because when I come to know my data has been breached, I might get into panic and want to know where, how, what part. So at least if you tell me that my credit card information has been breached before it is partly or fully misused, I may go back to the credit card company and get the card blocked there. This should happen without undue delay, because if you say we would let you know about the breach 3 months later, then everything has gone. Then I'll let you know of the breach, that my card information is lost and has been misused, right? So the key aspects about this is that it should be, as of now the rule says, as soon as possible, though the international standards for this is 72 hours, but our law as of now has not prescribed any fixed limit as to how soon, but as soon as possible. Notification to data principals should include or should be a clear and a direct message, no hidden messages behind the overall message. Very clear information, very direct message, no technical jargons, no technical language, and it should be on email, it should be on SMS, and even information inside an app is also acceptable. Notify the Data Protection Board. Tell them the key aspects, the format and channel as specified by the Data Protection Board. The detailed information should be provided, and it should not be restricted to just a user facing notice. Right? So it has to be a detailed information. Your data has been breached on this data, breached because of this, possibility of misuse. How have we ensured that the breach is not repeated? Right? Not that, oh, there was some breach in your personal information. No, it has to go far beyond that. Breach control and notifications, key information you should take, the steps taken to contain the breach, let you know as a part of the notification, and to prevent the recurrence of the breach. It also needs to be reported as to what are you doing to prevent the recurrence of the breach. One of the working examples scenario, your laptop is stolen. It was not even encrypted. There was no password, login password also, and it had personal information. For sure, it has full potential of violation. It is a breach, because someone has an access to that information. Now, you may be lucky enough that that person is not intelligent enough to misuse this. But even if it's your personal laptop having your family photographs, you have problems. Usage in public area. You use your laptop in public area, the person sitting behind you might see what you are doing. People can take pictures also, by the way, before you realize. And if you are on unsecure free Wi-Fi connections, the risk increases from network point of view also. So overall big picture, breach notification is the core compliance area. It cannot be compromised. Breaches cannot be hidden if it has come to know from a data principal or any external source that there is a breach. If the data protection board was not even notified, there could be huge penalties about it. It should be proactive and quick remedial action should be taken to take care of the breach and its recurrence in the future. Transparency creates trust and reduces the penalties that could be otherwise impacted by the breach. So that's about data breach notification and the new DPDP rules. I hope you like the content of the video. Please press the bell and the like icon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.